You're watching news headlines on mining.com. Gold and silver hit new records on Monday as investors piled into safe haven metals. Gold broke above $4,600 an ounce for the first time. Silver jumped more than 7% to $85.73. Now, the rally accelerated after fresh political pressure on the U.S. Federal Reserve. Chair Jerome Powell is facing a Justice Department subpoena tied to an investigation raising questions about the bank's independence. Lower U.S. rates and rising geopolitical tensions added to the momentum, boosting demand for assets seen as stores of value. Now, analysts say silver could remain even tighter due to supply deficits and tariff fears, keeping precious metals volatile into 2026. Police have made another arrest linked to what they call the biggest gold theft in Canadian history. Officers detained 43-year-old Arsalan Chowdhury at Toronto's Pearson Airport after he arrived from Dubai, charging him with theft, possession of crime proceeds and conspiracy. Now, the case involves 880 pounds of gold and 2.5 million Canadian dollars in cash that vanished from Pearson in 2023 after being offloaded from a flight from Zurich. Two former Air Canada employees were among those previously charged. Police say the stolen gold was worth more than 20 million Canadian dollars at the time, and gold prices have more than doubled since the incident. Australia will begin buying and stockpiling key minerals to secure defence and technology supply chains and reduce dependence on China. The first phase targets rare earths, antimony and gallium under a 1.2 billion Australian dollar program that's backed by the federal government. Officials say the reserve is designed to blunt Beijing's market power in commodities vital to advanced manufacturing and military equipment. Australia plans to make the stockpile available to allies to help cushion supply shocks. The move comes ahead of G7 talks in Washington focused on shoring up critical mineral supply chains. Iron ore prices inched higher on Monday after China signaled new fiscal and financial measures to boost domestic consumption. Dalian iron ore closed up nearly 1% at 822.5 yuan a ton, while Singapore futures also gained. Analysts say restocking demand and lower shipments from Australia and Brazil added support. Consultancy MySteel reports inventories at steel mills remain below seasonal norms, leaving room for further demand. Other steelmaking ingredients also firmed as China's stimulus talk continued to buoy sentiment across the metals complex. And Australia's Lynas Rare Earths says long-serving CEO Amanda Lacaze will retire after 12 years at the helm. Her departure comes as Western nations rush to shore up rare earth supply chains, where Lynas remains the top producer outside China. The board has begun a search for a new chief and will consider internal and external candidates. Lacaze will stay on, though, at the end of the financial year, right through then, to ensure a smooth transition. Investors praised her tenure, noting a 12-fold share price gain and major expansion in Japan, North America and Australia. Well, that's where we leave your news headlines on mining.com for now.